The lokas I also explained in that part on Vedic cosmology in my commentary on the Leela game. And that is definitely what then is at stake here. No? Your experience somehow brought you in another loka. You really had that feeling of being in a different place. You're actually, as a physical body, still in the same place, but your mind went to another dimension, no? Another loka, where this was happening and this conversation was happening and this feeling it came, and you felt okay, but it's very different from where I live. But still somehow you were blessed by this experience. And okay, some statues can have a lot of power. It's relatively rare. It's very difficult actually to bring a power like a spiritual power like that into any solid object. But some, they have that through many, many years, I would say, of worship and practice. And yeah, sometimes in museums, of course, they do not just take a simple Buddha statue from somewhere. They take some big statue, some really important old statue. No, that's what they want to put in a museum. But that's also, yeah, then sometimes really powerful. They have no idea actually. To them, it's just an historical artifact, but it can have a lot of power. And I would say you're probably not the only person having that experience with that statue. But of course, if you go back to that statue, there's not a big chance that you will get such an experience again. Maybe you have tried, I don't know, but you've been given it to inspire you, no? So that you are seeking, no? To anyhow create that feeling inside of you, and to search inside of you for the place where you can find that feeling, which we can say, okay, it is the self, but also in many different ways, it is also hidden within the other layers of our being. No? And so to go for the deep meditation, to go for the practice, that is what you've been inspired to do. And okay, this is quite, I would say, a spectacular way. I think often people encounter something in their lives which inspires them in many, many different ways. And we always have to feel blessed, but also make use of it, because it does not come so often. If you have it a few times in your life, something like that happening, it's already quite a lot. It's hard to say exactly, of course, but some power must have been there, which connected with your own karma. So yeah, you can say you were blessed, but somehow you also earned that. You don't get that for free. How many people are, visiting that museum and seeing that statue every day, and still this will only happen now and then, maybe, I don't know, I have no idea, of course. Maybe it only happens once a year to someone, and so you are that one. So that means something, but it mostly means, an inspiration to search and do something and be able to yourself generate that same thing. And maybe then also start sharing it with others. It may be for different personal reasons, anyhow, whatever they are saying. But the truth is, of course, you go to a Buddhist center, maybe in that center there's 20 people working. Maybe only one is a real Lama, who really knows what you're talking about. And if you could come with that question to him directly, which is maybe not easy, he'll be shielded somehow. But if you could come with him directly, he might more easily see it. But still at that time, what can he do but tell you, pursue this path, because that's what it always is. It's always an invitation, like I explained some weeks ago about my experience with Shivananda, also giving me a very special spiritual experience. I always saw that, like, I don't need to go back to him, to ask for something or whatever. No, I need to pursue my path. He gave me something, which was very motivating to pursue my path. And so in that way, yeah. But of course, most spiritually inclined people, they are, like most people in general, quite uncomfortable with such kind of experiences. And so if people talk about them, then they'll probably either think they're a little bit cuckoo,
Yeah.
or they'll think maybe they are a danger, like in a way, like influenced spiritually in a negative way. Or they may think even that they are a danger to their own position, like, oh, if that happened to him, I don't, want that person in my organization because they might pass me by. I mean, so many reasons why people. Yeah, yeah, well, maybe they will see it as an ego game that you're telling a story like that just to, like, get some ego satisfaction out of it. But, well, I don't know. I've had quite a few experiences. I've been also quite fortunate and I know it. And so if other people come with such experience, I'm only happy for them, no? And but okay, it just happened. It was a short thing. It inspired you, and it can inspire you further to more and more get into this, and then you can also start sharing, no? Because the one who did that, no? Through that statue, that was what he was doing. And that comes out of a feeling of gratitude that they themselves had for the support that they received. And so, yeah, that is also for me the main reason why I like to teach. You know? To share what I have learned, because I feel grateful for what I have learned and experienced and all that. And so, yeah, the message anyhow, no, is continue, pursue, no, and then one day you might give somebody else a similar experience, maybe something totally different, but in essence, a similar experience.